Welcome back. Time for our Thursday Egg News. Let's check in with Bob Bosold over at Wax.
I got to admit, I fell asleep last night. Did the Bucks win?
Yeah, they scored 133 points. So yeah,
Probably gave up 132. They don't play much defense.
Well, it's the NBA. It's the new NBA.
Well, I guess so. The new NBA, yeah, just throw it up from all over the lot. I mean, those guys have talent, but
well, you remember the NBA, the old NBA and NBC and Jordan and Bird and Magic.
Yep, exactly. That was when they had some kind of an offense they ran rather than just
the triangle.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're bringing back a lot of old memories. Ellie has no idea what you're talking about. Oh, well, let's see if she knows what we're talking about as far as our ag news. Let's get into our ag news and see what that's all about. Well, there's movement on agriculture in Washington despite the federal government shutdown. That's because Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins announced yesterday morning that Farm Service Agency offices around the country will reopen today, and that she has $3 billion in aid to send out to farmers. Now, Rollins explained the FSA reopening would be for core operations, like farm loan processing and ARC PLC payments. The money for those programs will come from the Commodity Credit Corporation, which Congress replenished before the shutdown with about $13 billion. But there remains little movement on many other needed programs because of the federal government shutdown. Governor Tony Evers has announced that because of the shutdown, Wisconsin's food share program will run out of funding in just about a week. That program shutdown will mean about 700,000 people across the state will be without the help they need to buy basic food and groceries. The governor said the administration in Washington also recently notified the state that there will be insufficient funds to fully pay November SNAP benefits for about 42 million people across the country. But so far, the governor's office said there appears to be enough funding for the Women's, Infants, and Children's programs. Well, the letters to Washington and the Trump administration continue to pour in concerning agriculture, but most of them have to do with the president's decision to buy beef from Argentina to try and lower beef prices for American consumers, something that's not going to happen because Argentine beef, because there's not that much of it. Now, those letters from the beef industry say such a move disrupts orderly marketing and isn't fair to U.S. beef producers. Industry leaders say the administration should instead work to rebuild the domestic herd, restore competition in the meatpacking industry, and create a fair marketplace that works better for both consumers and producers. And the finalists for this year's Wisconsin Farm Bureau's 35 and Under 35 Awards have been named. That program recognizes creativity and innovation of those young farmers, as we said, under 35. The finalists from our area include Isaac Christensen in the Polk-Burnett County area, Erica Gentry, Matthew and Alexander Olson from Jackson County, Jeff and Sarah Huber from down in Adams County, Justin and Kristen Jensen of Dunn County, and Nathan Utek from over in Marathon County in central Wisconsin. Well, the markets continue to be quiet on the Board of Trade yesterday as harvest pressure continues, waiting for word, not good news, that the president canceled his meeting with China. Overnight, December corn 1 to 2 cents higher, sitting at $4.24. The oats a little higher yesterday, up to $5.03 this morning. And November soybeans up 3 at $10.37. Dairy markets continue to be very unexciting. Barrel cheese down another 2 cents yesterday. The blocks fell 2.5, and butter down another 3.5 cents to $1.54.5. Class 3 futures, not very exciting either, as October was down 3 cents at $16.95. Now, November did crawl back over $17 as it was up 16 cents yesterday, and December Class 3 down a penny at $16.50, as those prices are mostly lower out through next spring. So that's where we are and getting ready. The World Series starts tomorrow, doesn't it, Bob?
Yes, it does. Game 1 in up in Toronto, Blue Jays and the Dodgers, and I think everybody will be pulling for the team north of the border.
I think so, too. You know, I was just thinking of recent World Series history, probably be if Toronto wins, the biggest upset since, the Washington won here a few years ago, came out of the wild card at that time. But
well, how about the Cubs winning for the first time in 108 years?
Well, they were supposed to win. They were the best team in baseball that year. I mean, yeah, it's a long drought, but I don't think that was an upset.
Well,
but
okay.
Cubs fans are
disagrees.
happy. Anyway, we got one. That's more than the Brewers
One
have. That's
in
for
my
sure.
lifetime. That's it.
Have a good day, you guys. See you
Bye, Bob.
tomorrow.
How's it going? I'm Paul from Kilkenny City Tours, and hello, Wisconsins!